and tomorrow it won't be the same. And tomorrow, due to some other reason, we went past through the same place and we saw the same queue, same long queue. Whether it's Saturday or it's Monday, doesn't matter. The queue is always there. Women don't like to cook in home. It's very difficult. Because they are standing out of the house, they go out. They are also working similar to men. And when these aspects are only restricted to women, then it gets harder. Men also needs to work equally. If women and men going outside together, then at home also they should work together. But we just remember women's aspect. We don't change the men aspect. Women changes, men don't changes. Men stay there. And that's why there's so much of problems. That's why in our family, in our community, in our country, we see there's so much of separation and so much of divorce going on. Because there's very less tolerance. We don't have tolerance for each other. And it is really very sad that mothers are not able to teach their daughters these three prominent qualities what Srila Prabhupada has very easily said. It's very simple. And due to this, mothers are always constantly hovering on daughters, and daughters are not able to concentrate on their family, breaking up the family. Girls need to have their intelligence when to speak, what to speak, whether to discuss this particular issue with my family, is it necessary? And then if that particular issue is getting like going extremely like domestic violence or something, then you should take and help. And whose help do you take? Those kind of things, these are intelligence. These are intelligence of today's modern world. Every woman has it, but they don't use it. They break their family. So anyways, this is what the qualities here Srila Prabhupada is making very sure. Again, I will read the last line. She did not, of course, want to go alone. Mother Sati, if she wants, within a flick, she would just transfer herself from her husband's place to Daksha Maharaja's place. She wouldn't have done that? She would have. She has that power. But she didn't want to go alone. Why? Because she's seeing her sister, her mother's sister, traveling with their husbands. So she also wants to go with her husband, because if she goes there by herself, she's definitely not going to get respect, even if it's her father's place. And this is what we should use our intelligence in. As a woman who are married, as a woman who are going to get married, we should be careful of where our respect stands. If a sole lonely woman walking on a road, isn't it very easy for any insane person to go and approach the girl? Isn't it? It's a question. Yeah? You can only nod, that's fine. Yeah, it's easy, right? If a girl is walking alone in a road, she'll be easily attracting anybody. But if a girl is walking with another girl, if a girl is walking with a family, if a girl is walking with even a husband, it's hard. It's hard to just go and talk to that person. A stranger cannot come. In a similar way, in our society, the society is made in such a way that a woman cannot go if she has a husband. She should go with her husband. That's what Srila Prabhupada is mentioning here, and that's what I am taking out from this particular purport, that it is so important that as a woman we should understand where our respect stands. And therefore, it's not just husband. If a woman has a son or has a brother or has a father, she should be along with someone, accompanied, through which her respect is. This is all what the purport is saying. So I'm going to text number 11. Tvai etad aschyaryam ajatmamayayam vinirmitam bhati gunatrayatmakam tathapyaham yoshid tattva vichyate dina drikshe bhava me bhava kshitim. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. This manifested cosmos is a wonderful creation of the interaction of the three material mode, or the external energy of the Supreme Lord. This truth is fully known to you, yet I am but a poor woman, and as you know, I am not conversant with the truth. Therefore, I wish to see my birthplace once more. Purport. Dakshayani Sati knew very well that her husband, Lord Shiva, was not very much interested in the glaring manifestation of the material world, which is caused by the interaction of the three modes of nature. Therefore, she addressed her husband as Aja, which refers to one who has transcended the bondage of birth and death, or one who has realized his eternal position. She stated, the illusion of accepting the perverted reflection, the material or cosmic manifestation, to be real is not present in you because you are self-realized. For you, the attraction of social life and the consideration that someone is father, someone is mother, and someone is sister, which are illusory relationships, is already over. But because I am a poor woman, I am not so advanced in transcendental realization. Therefore, naturally these appear to me as real. Only less intelligent person accept this perverted reflection of spiritual world to be real. Those who are under the spell of the external energy accept this manifestation to be fact, whereas those who are advanced in spiritual realization know that it is illusion. Actually, reality is elsewhere, in the spiritual world, but as far as I am concerned, Sati said, I do not have much knowledge but about self-realization. I am poor because I do not know the actual facts. I am attracted by my birthplace and I want to see it. One who has an attraction for the birthplace, for his body, and for other such items mentioned in the Bhagavatam is considered to be like an ass or a cow. Sati might have heard all these many times from her husband, Lord Shiva, but because she was a woman, Yoshit, she still hankered after the same material object of affection. The word Yoshit means one who is enjoyed. Therefore, woman is called Yoshit. In spiritual advancement, association with Yoshit is always restricted because if one is like a play doll in the hands of a Yoshit, then all his spiritual advancement is at once stopped. It is said those who are just like playthings in the hands of a woman, Yoshit Krida Mrigeshu, cannot make any advancement in spiritual realization. Sorry, it's too heavy. So, in text number 11, Mother Sati is saying to her husband that, oh Lord, you are self-realized. She is addressing her husband as Aja. Aja means one who has not fallen into the circle of birth and death. And Aja means who is unborn also. Aja is another name of Krishna also. Aja is father of great Maharaj Dasharath. So this is what Aja means. So Sati is saying, you are Aja, you are such a self-realized person. You can understand that going there, going here is not that important. But I am a poor woman, Deena. In Hindi, the and choti e, which is D-double-E-N, Deena means poor, weak. And Deen with badi E, which is D-I-N, means day. So it's the same word but different way of writing it, but meaning is different. So Mother Sati is addressing herself as Deena. I'm a poor woman. Oh, poor woman, you see, that way. She's addressing herself. So I don't have that knowledge. I don't know, I don't want to know the difference between the spiritual being and the material being. I am in this material being, and hence I am attached to my father, to my birthplace, and I want to go there. She has also mentioned another word, yoshit, which is used for in a way where you are attached. So yoshit is something which someone is inclined to, and that inclination is actually pulls you down. So in Bhagavatam, in our Shastras, it says that if a man stays strong and do not get into the contact with women, then only they can have the brahmacharitva, the celibacy, continue. Srila Prabhupada mentions in one of the purport that men are like butter and women are like fire. So what happens when a butter and fire comes closer? The butter melts. It's the same way, if a man really wants to be celibacy, wants to maintain the celibacy and to stay strict, they have to stay away from women. That's what the purport is saying. But it doesn't mean that you should not get married. Srila Prabhupada also very specifically mentions that marriage is also necessary for procreating a good species of human. Because there are so many souls, those who are waiting, they are waiting on a waiting list for the right parent to come to this earth. There are so many examples where I've personally seen the men and women are so not ready to have a very pious soul. But before the soul comes into their life, the power of the soul is making that man and a woman purified. That man and that woman is ready now to give birth to this child. These souls are waiting for the right parents. So definitely marriage is one of the pious thing which a human should be doing. It's one of the debts which a man has, to give an heir to the family. But different person, different situation, there are different priorities. I'm just giving you two different, extremely different scenarios. One where the men do not get into the contact of women, stay and continue their celibacy. And there's another way where men and women stay together under a pure bondage of marriage, and they procreate pious living beings. They help Srila Prabhupada in the movement by giving these souls the chance to come to the earth. And then they maintain their piety. Then they follow their regulations, which Srila Prabhupada has very clearly mentioned in some different purports. I won't go very detailed in that, but even a married couple can maintain piety in their life. So Mother Sati is actually saying that I know I'm not the body, I'm the soul, I shouldn't be get attached to these relationships, but I want to go. So in Bengal, we say this particular word as Gyan Papi. It's like you know everything, but you don't want to follow it. So I know I'm not the body, I'm the soul, I don't want to follow it because I want to do this, I want to do that. So definitely Mother Sati knew everything, but still she insisted her husband to come with her for this yajna, to see her family. I just wanted to stop. In Bhagavad Gita 7.8, it says that there is a word dvanda. So, tesham tu antagatam papa jananam punya karmanam te dvanda moha nirmukta bhajante mam dhridavrataha. That dvanda means fight, quarrel, conflict. There's all of us, we have this conflict, which Sati Mata is having, conflict of me and mine. What is me and what is mine. So there's a difference. Even Srila Prabhupada says, I'm not the body, I'm the soul. This is the duality. And when we get deluded by this duality, that's where this dvanda becomes very strong. But when we understand that I love Krishna and Krishna loves me, that dvanda becomes helpful in understanding my spiritual progress. So it's like Shankaracharya also has said in one of his shloka, like punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jathare shayanam. So it's like I don't want to go through this again and again, birth and death. I don't want to go to a woman's womb again. I don't want to go through this whole material world. I want to get across this bhavasagar, and oh Lord, kripaya pahre pahi murare, oh Lord, oh Murari, please get me out of this material ocean, please help me. So I just want to conclude here. The two texts are a very strong text. They are about how a woman's behavior characteristics should be, not only towards her society but also towards her husband, her family. And I just want to conclude here. And it's an open arena for you all to share your thoughts. But mind you, we need to finish it by 9 o'clock. So, yeah. Okay. जय जय श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय, श्रीमद् भागवतम महापुराण की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल, श्रीला गुरुदेव की जय.